Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Argue. I do apologize about last week. It was my mom's 70th birthday, so I definitely couldn't miss that. But I am back in the building, ready to get this thing popping. So we got a really lively show tonight. I can't wait to get you guys comments and thoughts on this. I think this is going to be a really robust conversation. If you are currently watching this live, I want you to put hashtag all one word hashtag I'm outside, let's argue. So hashtag I'm outside, let's argue. If you're watching this for the replay value, simply put hashtag the replay. Hashtag the replay. And if you're watching this from Facebook, just say, hey, the book or whatever, or YouTube, doesn't matter, because you can find me either way. Now, this show, Let's Argue, is on my YouTube channel, Black Marriage Chronicles. So if you want to watch more content like this right here, just go to my channel, Black Marriage Chronicles, all one word, and you're going to see the live videos and different types of content, mostly social media things that have been kind of going viral on social media. We talk about it right here live on the show, and we get your comments live right in the studio. So again, if you are watching this live, I want you to put hashtag all one word I'm outside, let's argue. If you are watching this for the replay, I just want you to simply put hashtag the replay. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm going to play the video. I want you guys to kind of watch it and then give me your thoughts. And I'm going to read some of the, actually, you know what? I'm going to read some of the, before I even play the video, I'm going to just read some of the comments from the video, and then I'm going to play the video. So one person said, that's up to the airport. That's none of my business. If the plane and security let her on that way inside the plane, like that, then who am I to tell someone they need to cover up? It's not my plane. That was a male, of course. Another person said, I blame the flight company for allowing those girls dressed indecently on board. Someone else said, I don't think so. If the airport allowed that on the flight, ha ha ha. Let's see here. And then one person said, I'm with the wife all the way. And then another person, this is a female, she said, hell no, women like that make us decent women look bad. She didn't have no respect for herself, others. She should grow up and cover herself. That's for swimming pools and posters, not public appearance. That's called desperate woman looking for attention. She ain't got at home, so she has to look for it. What a shame. All right. So let's play the video, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts on this whole thing. What up, cuz? What's up, baby? Welcome back. I ain't heard from you in a minute. Okay, so again, if you are watching this live, I need you to put hashtag, all one word, hashtag I'm outside, let's argue. If you are watching this for the replay, I just want you to put simply hashtag the replay. All right, so I'm going to play the video, and I want you guys to give me your thoughts.
What? Oh no, she did it. Y'all, look at this.
Hey, Virginia.
What? Ooh, she was all over her man. Ooh.
They just snatched up.
Ooh.
What's the matter? I'm sitting here. I didn't do nothing. I'm sitting here trying to put a bag in.
I think you need this more than me, honey.
Excuse me?
I think you need that more
Who do
than
you
me.
think you are?
I'm his wife, first of all.
Who do you
and the
think
way
you
you
are?
bent over and put your chest all in my man's face
Ooh.
was not something I stand for.
That's
He
your
got
man's
enough
problem.
to look at, honey. I don't need you coming over there trying to show my man nothing.
Oh, if he's got enough to look at, then how come he's looking at me compared to your own?
Because first of all, you not even dressed appropriate to even be on this flight.
I'm dressed perfectly
No,
fine.
you're not. No, that's what you call dressed perfectly fine?
Yeah, I wear
No,
bikinis all the time.
far from it. Far from
I
it.
was in Playboy.
You almost ought to be ashamed of yourself to even walk through like that.
Okay.
Yes, you should.
I mean, my
you
body
should.
makes me money, so I'm not ashamed with my paycheck.
That's all you got is body. I can see you ain't got no brains to go along with it.
Hey, babe, you're making a judgment call just because she's wearing what she's wearing.
Don't tell me.
She is. I'm not defending her at all, but you can't.
I know you're not because you going home with me, so you better keep that in mind.
Thank you, Daddy.
That's what you gotta keep in mind. Who you going home with?
Thank you, Daddy.
Turn around, little girl. Turn around.
Little girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What you are, a little girl. Only a little girl will walk around with something like that. And like I said, he got enough to look at. He don't need to look at nothing. You putting that all in his face.
I hope I'm not this bitter when I'm your age.
I hope that you're not either. Because guess what? I am very confident what I got. And evidently you're not, because that's why you
if
dress
you were
like
confident, then you wouldn't be so disgusted with your man looking at
I'm
me.
disgusted
man
on
would be
how,
looking at you,
what kind of woman you are.
Can I defend myself? I wasn't looking.
You don't need to defend nothing, because that's what my job is. It's defend both of us.
No,
I'm your wife.
But I'm just saying.
I'm your wife. You keep that in mind.
You seem like you're being very abusive towards your husband.
No, I ain't being abusive.
I would be looking at
No, I'm
girls
not
too
being
if I was your
abusive.
husband.
I'm gonna be abusive against you in a minute.
Oh, no.
Because you had no business sitting here hovering over my husband. You ain't never been married, have you? You ain't never took no vows, have you? You ain't never did none of that. Because you ain't gonna get too far to even make it to that point, baby girl.
I'm only 23.
And you're acting 19. You over 21, you should know better to be dressed like that. Coming on
There's
a plane.
no rules against being dressed.
No,
like
you
that.
just wanted some attention. You wanted some attention. And guess what? I ain't even got to dress like that. I'm securing what I got all the way zipped up. And guess what? You still gonna notice a body on me. Know that. A body is still gonna be noticed on me.
Okay.
In all black.
Still looking.
In all black.
You're so secure.
Don't let her get you upset.
No, you don't make me get upset. That's what you don't do.
Don't give me
You
your
don't do.
I didn't do anything.
You did. You was looking.
Doesn't seem that
I was
problem
sitting
with
there and
it.
she put a
You
thing
was
up there
looking.
and everything was in my face.
Exactly. And you was looking,
I
right?
wasn't looking. I had no choice.
Show me some respect.
I
That's
am
what you
showing
do.
respect.
You got
You know
enough to look at at home.
I know.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah, I
And
know. Well, then act
appreciate
like it.
I-
She old enough to
It
be
ain't
our
what-
daughter, and
ain't
you
what-
sit here even
Hey,
looking.
sis.
It ain't what you're upset about.
It ain't worth
Chicago
getting upset,
flights.
but it's worth getting addressed. She need to get addressed.
Address it, but
Oh, my
it's a
goodness.
flight, man.
Guess what? A long
And she
flight.
going to Miami,
And guess
too.
what? I don't even need
Excuse
that.
me.
So you can take this, and you can. Yeah, you are sitting there. Okay.
I don't have to cover up because this is a free country.
Babe, let me get you on the sword. Just sit down.
This is assault. Yeah,
She can
this is
assault you.
abuse.
It's like a sword.
I'm not. I'm touching that cover. Maybe she cover up.
We don't want to. What?
No, it's not a free cover. It's for her to cover up.
I
Don't you
don't
see
have
what's
to
sitting
cover
next to you?
up.
All right, now
You
you want to
understand what's next to you?
What sit down, babe.
Listen,
Yeah, mind your
when you look
business.
this good, you don't have to cover up.
Sit down. Sit
I
down.
don't have
You
to.
want some attention?
I don't have to listen to you, okay? I
Girl.
don't have to.
Don't
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't touch me.
Oh no!
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
Wow, exactly.
Oh
Do
no!
not touch me.
Oh no!
Do not touch me. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Do you
oh.
know who I am?
Wait,
Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I give these out.
Okay, so I'm gonna play the video again so we can see it. But you're right, because it is scripted. So let's just state the obvious. It is scripted, but I want everybody to look at the video for its value, meaning that let's just look at it for what it is. Okay, so we do know it's scripted, it is fake, it was, everybody in there was acting. My personal take on this is I felt like the wife was out of line. I felt like that was she was acting very insecure. Like that really wasn't her place to tell that young lady how she should be dressed. It just that wasn't her place. Granted, now somebody also asked me, would you, because I commented on this video, and somebody asked me, would you allow your daughter on a flight like to dress like that? I have a 35-year-old daughter. She's grown as hell. If my daughter was dressing like that, I can guarantee you I would definitely have a conversation with her. I couldn't make her at 35. I can't make her do nothing. I can definitely press upon her what my like and I dislike, but I can't make her do anything at 35 years old. It's different when she was younger. I can make her do it. But I will have a conversation with my daughter and say, hey, if you dress like this, trust me, you're going to get attention, and it may not necessarily be the attention that you want. So just keep that in mind if you're going to dress like this. So my definitely take on this, I feel like the wife overstepped her boundaries. Somebody made the comment, oh, would you let a man do this to your wife? Would you be okay if a man did this to your wife? Absolutely, because I could guarantee you, one, me and my wife would have been laughing about it. And had a man had on some biker shorts and he was putting his bag in the overhead bin and had his nuts all in her face, she would have moved. I know how mine rolls. She would have moved, and we would have been laughing about the same situation if it had been a woman, and that would have been happening to me if I was in that hour like the man was. We would have laughed about it. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't have addressed the woman, and I guarantee I wouldn't address the man. For what? That wasn't my place. If this ninja want to get on a flight with some biker shorts on, that's his thing. That would I do anything like that? No. And I'm not gonna be mad if she would have looked. Of course she looked. Shit, I didn't look, but I had no other choice but to look if he right in my face or if she right in my face. But my point is, do you think the wife was out of line? What's your thoughts on this? Was the wife acting insecure? And I do apologize in advance about the title. I really wasn't for sure about the title. I was kind of in a rush when I did this. Confidence versus insecurity. Can the lines be blurred? And what I mean by can the lines be blurred? Can somebody do something to make you lose your confidence and make you appear insecure? You know what I'm saying? Is that possible? Can somebody do something to make you feel insecure? Maybe you're not an insecure person, because I don't feel that I am, but can somebody do something to make you feel insecure? And what would you have done differently in this situation? So there's a couple things. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. Let's see. We got any more comments coming in? So the game that we will be playing today is cuz you said what's the YouTube channel? So the YouTube channel is Black Marriage Chronicles. If you want to watch it live from YouTube, it's called Black Marriage Chronicles, all one word if you want to watch from YouTube. All right, so the game we'll be playing today is it's called Out of Bounds. And we'll go over a couple of the cards and stuff today. But what I want to know, so I got a couple questions here. Do you think the wife was out of line? And is it possible for someone to make you feel insecure? All right, my cousin Stacy said, yes, the wife was wrong to tell the woman how to dress and put in a blanket over her. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%, cuz I think she was insecure because to me, she said the woman was leaning all over her husband. It wasn't like she took her breasts out, put them on his head, or pulled her pants down, turned around and bent over in front of him. That would have been something different. That would have been a cause of a conversation, you know. So yeah, I agree as well. I think that the wife was completely out of line. That wasn't her place to tell that young lady how to dress. And you work for airlines. If the airlines had a problem with it, which we all know, let's just state the obvious. We know this was fake. The airlines would have stopped her from getting on the plane like that if they had an issue with it. So I mean, like who are you to tell this woman how to dress? And I just think the wife's line of questioning about the whole thing, why you dress like that in front of my husband. So do you not take your husband to a beach? It's gonna be women walking around in bikinis and so on and so. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, where does that stop? Like, how does that? None of that made sense to me. It just really, I just think the wife was completely out of line. When I commented on this, another young lady was, she asked me about my daughter. Would I allow my daughter to dress like this? And I just told you guys how I felt about that. My daughter, 35 years old. Well, she will be 35 years old on the 22nd of this month. And absolutely, I'm gonna share a story with y'all. So I remember one time I was on a cruise, and I think they were showing us how to put on our life jackets and stuff like. So I'm with the young lady I was dating at the time, and we're on this cruise. And so it was one of the guy. It was a brother who worked on the ship, and it was a bunch of women and stuff. And they were, of course, and the people who were the passengers. You had, single women, people, couples, everything that was in this room, and they were showing us, I guess, how to put on our uh, life vest. And I didn't honestly think about that moment until I watched this video. So we standing there, listening to this presentation, and all of a sudden, the guy was in some biker shorts and he started getting wood. And so, of course, it made some of the women in the room uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, what the, I'm looking around like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, right? For real. So now at this point, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That ninja did not leave. He stayed there and did that entire presentation. So I'm looking at my girl. I can't remember if we walked out or not, but I'm going to say we did. Let's say we stayed there for the whole thing. But it was clearly some women that was in the room that was uncomfortable. But what I thought about was he does that kind of shit on purpose. One, he know there's single women that's on his crew. He was advertising, you know what I'm saying? So this is what he do, because he know there's single women on there looking, maybe looking to have a one night stand or whatever on the cruise ship, getting their swerve on, Stella getting their groove back, whatever. So this is something he do. And the woman in the video constantly stated, "You're looking for attention." If she was looking for attention and you know that, why give it to her? Why give attention to her? Why feed that monster? You know what I'm saying? Like, why feed that monster? I wouldn't have fed that monster. I already know me and my wife, if we'd have been on that, she wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't have said nothing. We'd have been laughing about that. Seriously. Because I know that's what the woman was doing. She was looking for attention. And I would, if it had been a guy, I'm not about to get mad at my wife if she had a looked. You know what I'm saying? Look, what difference do it make? We leaving, getting off this ship. I don't care about that. That kind of stuff is petty. We got bigger fish to fry. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some stupid petty shit. Like, women who get mad about that, and even if it was men, if it was on the shoe was on the other foot, men who get mad about that, stop being insecure. I mean, pull your big girl panties and big boy drawers up. Don't sweat that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, but give me your thoughts. What would you have done differently? Do you think the wife was out of line? Let me know. Tell me your thoughts. And Cuz said, yes, it's possible for someone to make you feel insecure in a situation, even if you are not an insecure person. I agree. I do believe that in this situation, let's say if that was me and my wife, and she started, all of a sudden asking him questions and, doing stuff, I would have had a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if I felt like she was going out of her way to do that. You know what I'm saying? Then I would have had a problem with, and that might have made me to appear somewhat insecure. I would have had a problem with that just as well. I'm pretty sure, because I know mine. She gets upset if I had to start just all of a sudden trying to spark up finding a reason to have conversation with this woman after that one incident. I'm sure she would have been pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Or came off to be insecure, or came off insecure. Yeah, but I'm totally 100%. But I want to know, what would you have done differently in this situation? How would you have handled this? And again, let's just take it for what it was. This is fake. Everybody in this thing was acting. This is not fair. And I don't want anybody trying to add more to this video than what it was. Let's just take it at its value, what we see here. Oh, let's not go and say, oh, he could have been cheating, and let's not talk about none of that. Let's just take it at what is what. You have a husband and wife on a plane, a half naked woman gets on a plane, puts her bag in the overhead bin right in front of your husband or your significant other. And then the wife gets upset. Was she wrong? My thing, she should have minded her own fucking business. Like, that wasn't none of her business. That's just my take on it. But I'm not judging anybody for feeling different. That's just my take on it. So give me your thoughts. What would you have done differently if you would have done anything differently at all? Okay, because Stacy said the husband did defend the other woman, which he shouldn't have done. Right. I'm gonna be honest, he was wrong for that. I wouldn't have said nothing. I just kept my mouth shut, like period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have said anything at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I wouldn't have said anything at all because the moment I didn't really take it as him defending her. I looked at he was like, babe, let's not make a big deal about it. But I know women. The first time we say anything, it's looked at as you're defending a woman. But I'm because I know enough to know. I would just wouldn't have said nothing at all. That's just me. I just wouldn't have said nothing at all. All right, so we are going to play a game called Out of Bounds. I'm going to read a couple cards and then I'm going to play the video again. Okay, so cuz you said he defended her. Tell me how did he defend her? Give me how did he defend her? What did he say that was in defense of her? Defended how she was dressed? What? Well, how did he defend her? All right, so I'm gonna give you guys some clues, and you tell me what this. You got to guess the word in the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna play it again. Let's play. We're gonna play a couple of games from the card game Out of Bounds, and then we'll talk about that. All right. So this was a designer. This was a clothing line that oh crap! I already said one of the words. Anyway, this was a fashion that was out in the 90s. It was headed by the owner of Def Jam, his wife at the time. What was the name of this brand? So this was out in the 90s. It was a fashion that was kind of out in the 90s. It was kind of big. The guy who was the owner of Def Jam came up with this design. What was the name of this this fashion? It was big in the 90s. I don't even think it's around. I don't even think they sell it anymore. Nope. It's not Fat Farm. What was the other one? So it's not Kid, but not Rockaware. Nope, not Rockaware. So again, it was by I'm just gonna say his name, Russell Simmons, because I can't say his name. What was the other? He had two different lines. It wasn't Fat Farm, but what was the other one? Rockaware was Jay-Z. His wife had the line, if I'm not mistaken. I think his wife had the line. So it was Fat Farm, and then his wife had the other line, this line that I'm talking about. Come on, y'all. Baby Fat. Yes, Baby Fat. Baby Fat. All right. We're going to do another. We're going to do 4, and then I'm going to play the video again. All right. So this is a it's a noun. It's something that baby. What's up, Terry? Thanks for coming on. If you are just tuning in, and you're watching this live, I need you to put all one word, hashtag I'm outside, let's argue. I'm outside, let's argue. If you're watching this for the replay, yes, and it was Kamora's line. Yep. That's what I said. It was Kamora's line, not his. I'm sorry if I said that. Yeah, it was Kamora's line. I had to say it was his wife's line. If you are watching this for replay, I just need you to put hashtag the replay. All right, so this is a noun, and it's something that Black folks give their kids all the time. And you get called this by people who know you. What is it? We give this to babies from the moment they're born. We give them this. Like, we can't help it. Like, it could be everybody sitting around and all of a sudden we didn't tag this baby with this. What is it called? I'm gonna have to put the timer on y'all because y'all taking too long. Not godparents. No, it's what do we give? Okay, you're in the right area though, Terry. But what would the godparents give the baby? Every kid has one. It's not their government, but it's something else. Everybody pretty much has one. Not kisses. Okay, what's the opposite of your government? What's the opposite of your government? What's on your birth certificate? Yeah. But what is the? It's a word in front of that, cuz. What's the word in front of that? Yeah, you got a name, but what's the word in front of that? We all have one. Whether you get, sometimes you get it in adulthood too. Oh, I didn't say it. No, I didn't. Nickname, right, Terry? Nickname, exactly. Nickname. All right, we got one. I'm gonna do another one. Okay. So, this is something Michael Jordan was known for when he played basketball, when he got ready to dunk. Or most basketball players are known for this when they get ready to dunk. It is the amount of duration. What is it called? Michael Jordan was known for this when he got ready to dunk. Most basketball players are given this when they get ready to dunk. Opposite of airtime. What's the opposite of air? I mean, not the opposite, but you're in the right ballpark, cuz it's not airtime, it's not airtime, it's and cuz hang time. Yep. Reach out to Dee Dee because she always tell her I never tell her about this thing. Text her real quick and let her know I'm on live. I tagged her in the video. Let her know I'm on so she can get her crazy butt on here. All right, one more, guys. We're gonna do one more and then I'm gonna play the video again. All right. This was a movie that was popular in the 90s. So I need the title to this movie. Remember, Ving Rhames had his mama bringing her up and down through the kitchen. What was the name of this movie? He was hopping around in the kitchen with his mom, with his mamas. What was the name of the movie? He was standing at the stove naked, cooking some eggs. Baby Boy. Yeah, Terry. All right. If you got them right, I want everybody, if you got everything right, the last four I just did right, I want you to put hashtag black card kept. Hashtag black card kept. All right, guys. So the topic today, and it might not be a good a good title that I put on here, but I went with it anyway, is insecurity or confidence versus insecurity. I'm going to play this video. I want you guys to watch it, and I'm not going to play it all, but I'm playing most of it. And just kind of tell me your thoughts on this.
Oh, she did it. Y'all, look at this. What?
Hold on. Let me rewind the video. Can y'all hear it?
What? Ooh.
Thank you.
What? Oh no, she did it. Y'all, look at this. What? Ooh, she was all over her man. Ooh.
Get snatched up.
Ooh.
What's the matter? I'm sitting here. I didn't do nothing. I'm sitting here. You trying to put a bag in.
I think you need this more than me, honey.
Excuse me?
I think you need that
Who
more
do
than
you
me.
think you are?
I'm his wife, first of all.
Who do you
And the
think
way
you
you
are?
bent over and put your chest all in my man's face
Ooh.
was not something I stand for.
That's
He
your
got
man's
enough
problem.
to look at, honey. I don't need you coming over there trying to show my man nothing.
Oh, if he's got enough to look at, then how come he's looking at me compared to your own?
Because first of all, you're not even dressed appropriate to even be on this flight.
I'm dressed perfectly
No,
fine.
you're not. No, that's what you call dressed perfectly fine?
Yeah, I wear
No,
bikinis all the time.
far from it. Far from
I
it.
was in Playboy.
You almost ought to be ashamed of yourself to
Oh,
even walk
I'm
through like that.
Okay.
Yes, you should.
I mean, my
You
body
should.
makes me money, so I'm not ashamed.
That's all. That's all.
Right,
Terry.
Terry.
I can see you ain't got no brains to go along with it.
Babe, you're making a judgment call just because she's wearing what she's wearing.
Don't
you don't
tell
know who
me.
she is. Well, I'm not defending her at all, but you
I
can't.
know you're not because you going home with me,
Thank
so
you.
you better keep that in mind.
Thank you, Daddy.
That's what you gotta keep in mind. Who you going home
Thank
with?
you, Daddy.
Turn around, little girl. Turn around.
Little girl.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. What you are, a little girl. Only a little girl will walk around with something like that. And like I said, he got enough to look at. He don't need to look at nothing. You putting that all in his face.
I hope I'm not this bitter when I'm your age.
I hope that you're not either. Because guess what? I am very confident what I got. And evidently you're not. Because that's why you
if
dress
you were
like that.
confident, then you wouldn't be so disgusted with your man looking at me.
I'm disgusted
The man
on
would be
how,
looking at you, actually.
what kind of woman
Wait,
you are.
Can I defend myself? I wasn't looking.
You ain't.
She
You
was
don't need
right.
to defend nothing because that's what my job is. Is defend both of us.
No,
I'm your wife.
But I'm just saying.
I'm your wife. You keep that in mind.
You seem like you're being very abusive towards your husband.
No, I ain't being abusive.
I would be looking at
No, I'm
this too
not
if
being
I was your
abusive.
husband.
I'm gonna be abusive against you in a minute.
Oh, no.
Because you had no business sitting here
Yo.
hovering over my husband. You ain't never been married, have you? You ain't never took no vows, have you? You ain't never did none of that. 'Cause you ain't gonna get too far to even make it to that point, baby girl.
I'm only 23.
And you're acting 19. You over 21. You should know better to be dressed like that. Coming on
There's
a plane.
no rules against being dressed.
No,
like
you
that.
just wanted some attention. You wanted some attention. And guess what? I ain't even got to dress like that. I'm securing what I got all the way zipped up. And guess what? You still gonna notice a body on me. Know that. A body is still gonna be noticed on me.
Please, okay.
In all black.
Still looking.
In all black.
You're so secure.
Don't let her get you upset.
No, you don't make me get upset. That's what you don't do.
Don't get me
You
involved.
don't do.
I didn't do anything.
You did. You was
It
looking.
doesn't seem that
I was
problem
sitting
with
there and
it.
she put a
You
thing
was
up there
looking.
and everything was in my face.
Exactly. And you was looking,
I
right?
wasn't looking. I had no choice.
Show me some respect.
I
That's
got
what you
there,
do.
so
You
you
got
know
enough
what?
to look at home.
I know.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah, I know. Well, then
appreciate
act
it.
like it. She old enough to
It
be
ain't
our
worth-
daughter,
it
and you
ain't worth-
sit here even looking.
It ain't worth getting
No.
upset about.
It ain't worth getting upset, but it's worth getting addressed. She need to
Yeah,
get dressed.
Jesse, but
Oh, my
it's a
goodness.
flight, man.
Guess what? A long
And she
flight.
going to Miami,
And guess
too.
what? I don't even need that.
Excuse me.
So you can
Stop.
take this,
I'm also
and
sitting
you
here.
can. Yeah, you are sitting there. Okay.
I don't have to cover up because this is a free country.
Babe, she can get you on assault. Just sit down.
This is assault. Yeah,
She can
this is
assault.
abuse.
It's like assault.
I'm not. I'm
This is
touching. I'm
abuse.
touching that cover. Maybe she cover up.
We don't want what?
No, it's not a free cover. It's for her to cover up.
I
Don't you see
have
what's
to
sitting
cover
next to you?
up.
All right, now you
You
want to
understand
find
what's
what's next
next
to
to
you.
you?
Just sit down, babe.
Listen,
Yeah, man, your
when you look
business.
this good, you don't have to cover up.
Sit down. Sit
I
down.
don't have
You
to.
want some attention?
I don't have to listen to you, okay? I
Girl.
don't have to.
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't touch me.
Oh no!
Yeah, you. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Wow. Exactly.
Oh
Do
no!
not touch me.
Oh no!
Do not touch me.
right.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Do you
oh.
know who I am?
Wait,
Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I give these out. I give these out for lunch, dinner.
How? Because you're looking at
Don't
me.
touch my husband.
Oh my
Don't touch my
God.
husband.
Chill,
Don't touch my husband. Don't
chill.
touch my
It's not that
husband.
serious.
No, what's serious is her touching my husband. Definitely serious.
That's your husband's fault. not
There she go. What up, Dee?
Girl,
Chill.
I'm gonna knock you out on here.
Okay, no, that's
And you
not
go
what.
to jail. We will never make it to where we going. That destination.
Hey,
You
babe.
I don't
better
even know what
get
to do.
that bond money ready.
I'm getting wild
Get
in
that
here.
bond money
Hey,
ready.
hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
Oh my God.
excuse me?
I think it's best everybody.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Okay.
I don't think you ever got slapped before.
Okay.
Oh,
my
whooping.
God.
You ain't get a whooping
Maybe
as
you
a
should
kid.
have never let yourself go, and your husband would
Ain't
have
nothing
let
about me
go.
let go.
Whoa.
Hey, I don't think you understand. Ain't nothing about me let go, baby
Enough
girl.
now.
And I just keep it covered up like a lady, very classy. But everything you
Enough
got,
now.
I'm working with too. Don't get it twisted. Matter of fact, what we gonna do,
Please.
we not.
All right, so that's the end of the video. Look. And I'll play it again at some point throughout. So the question is, was the wife out of line? My personal opinion, she was way out of line. That was none of her business. And to me, she showed her insecurity by unzipping and comparing her body to the other girl's body, having the girl cover up, and then when the girl stood up, you need to sit down. So do she not take her man? Do her and her husband not go to a beach or sit by a pool? He can't look like it was just too much. She was out of line. She was out of line. Now, when I got this video from somebody else's page and I was asked a question, would you let your daughter dress like that? I have a 35-year-old grown ass daughter. Would I want her to dress like that? No, absolutely not. My sisters, my wife, no, none of that. I would no. But at the end of the day, if that's how my daughter wanted to dress, I would have a conversation with her and let her know, if you dress like this, you're going to get attention that you may not necessarily want. So you have to be prepared to deal with that. That's just where I am with that. Like, I want to get your thoughts on it. Was the wife out of line? Did she overreact? Cause Stacey, you said that he defended her. Where in the video do you feel like he was defending the girl? I just felt like he was trying to tell his wife, like, look, just okay, that's how she dressed. Don't worry about it. That ain't none of our business. Just sit down. Don't worry about it. Let's go. At the end of the video, I cut it off a little bit sooner. It was not nobody fought. Thanks, Dee. I agree. She was out of line. So nobody fought. And just for content, Terry made the comment, who allowed somebody to get on the plane like this? This is fake. This is all fake. It was staged. Everybody on here was acting. So we know it's all staged. But let's just look at it for is the value of it for the sake of the conversation that we're having here today. Was the wife out of line? And so the topic of the show, which may not necessarily be a good one, but we rolling with it. Confidence versus insecurity. Can the lines be blurred? He should have just said quiet. Yeah, he should have said quiet. I agree, cuz he should have said quiet. Him opening his mouth about that subject period was gonna land him having a conversation with his wife afterwards. Absolutely, Dee. Antoinette says, I call her Dee. This is my sister. She says and she was insecure. Absolutely, she was insecure. I already and then somebody asked me the question, would you, if the shoe was on the other foot, it had a man came on the plane, and my wife had been sitting in the same spot that the man was in, and he had on some biker shorts he had on some gray sweatpants, and his junk was out, and he put his back thing over the band. I can tell you automatically, my wife would have moved out the way, and of course I'd have noticed her moving out the way. What's she doing? We both would have saw what she saw and be like, oh, okay, that's how the brother want to play it. Okay, cool. But I would not have addressed him. And I know my wife wouldn't have addressed him. We would have been laughing about the situation. Like, I agree, Dee. She was definitely insecure. But tell me, based on that, now we already know that was fake, because when the woman touched the girl on the head, they would have been fighting, especially if they was escalated. That was sister. It would have went down on the plane, like all that. I mean, like, to have her cover up. Okay, let's see what Terry says. Terry says, I feel like the wife went to the extreme with it all. Yes, the chick should have been checked for all over her husband's face, without an excuse me. Okay. So you mean you would have checked the girl so let's just say she didn't have on a bathing suit. Do we say, I mean, because I don't think that's normal protocol on the plane where you be like, well, I don't know. I think some people do say excuse me. So I to your point, Terry, yeah, I think you're right. Because I think when we put in most people, when they're putting their bags in the overhead bin and somebody's already sitting down, they do say excuse me. So I get you there. If that's where you were going. Is that where you were going? Whether she had on the bathing suit or not. But let's just say the person didn't say excuse me, and they were putting their items in the overhead bin, and they had on regular clothing. It was a girl who was, she had a nice body, and she said, she said, and she didn't say excuse me, would that deserve you checking the woman because she didn't say excuse me? No, I don't. Well, maybe they will have. I can't see if a guy was putting his stuff in an overhead bin and his stuff was out. What I don't know. I don't think I wouldn't say anything. Why check him if he's putting his stuff in an overhead bin, and as long as his shit didn't slap my girl in the face, what am I gonna say? He on there, and I'm gonna say something to him like, bro, why you dressed like that? Cover your shit up. No, I'm not. I wouldn't have said anything. That's just me. I can't speak for other guys, but I wouldn't have said anything. Okay, so let me tell y'all this story. So one day I'm on this cruise ship with a young lady I was dating. And so this guy was on the cruise ship with some biker shorts on. So there's a couple other ladies around. He was part of the. Oh yeah, if he did it on purpose like that woman did, then yeah, absolutely, yeah, for sure. Well, see, I think we're looking at the video wrong. The woman didn't. It wasn't like she. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play the video again. I'm gonna play the video again because y'all looking at it. It looks like Dee and Stacy. Y'all looking at it like the woman put her breast in the man's face. I didn't see that, so we're gonna play the video again because I didn't see that. If a ninja deliberately put his junk in my wife's face, then yes, absolutely, I'm gonna have a problem with that. Absolutely, I'm gonna have a problem with that. And he on there like that. But let me get back to my story. So I'm on this cruise ship. And so the guy who was working on the cruise, it was a brother working on the cruise, he had on some biker shorts. So the guy had on some biker shorts. And there were other members of the crew, and there were some females. So I think they were showing us how to put on our life vests or whatever. So the young lady I was with, and there was other women in there, single women, there was other people in there coupled up or whatever. So he on there with biker shorts on, and then all of a sudden, he started getting wood. So he started making everybody on the ship uncomfortable, including me. I'm like, dog, like what? And you hear some women laughing, and I didn't think about that incident until I actually saw this video. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, what the hell? So I'm like, dog. But in that instance, what should I have looked at my girl to see if she was looking, and then checked her for looking at my man who was getting wood on the ship, or should I have checked him and be like, dog, you know what I'm saying? You need to go put on something. Like what would you have done in that instance? So I'm on this ship. I didn't say nothing. I'm looking like, dog, what the hell is going on? So we end up, I want to say we left, but it was really uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? The whole time. But I thought about it. He does shit like that on a regular basis. He was advertising because he know he gonna meet single women on this ship. So he wear biker shorts to this little presentation deliberately. All right, so Didi said, hell, nobody should have been checked. Hell, he was happy. Right. So, but no, I didn't. I just felt like I would have been out of line saying anything through into the brother. I mean, clearly that's his MO. That's the kind of shit that he do because he's advertising. He trying to get the single women on the ship to come holler at him. You know what I'm saying? Like that was part of his game. And again, I didn't think about that instance until I saw that video. And I was like, I was kind of in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. Terry said, no, most likely a person's first reaction is just moving away from the person. Right. And Didi said nobody should have been checked. Hell, he was happy. So, but yeah, but in that instance, on my example I gave on about being on a cruise ship, should I have checked my girl? Like, what the fuck you doing looking at my man? Like, got into a whole argument with her because she looked at my man because he got wood on during this presentation? No, because guess what? Well, guess what was going down when we left? Me and her. It's like that's just, I don't know. I just feel like certain conversations, like you just like, I don't know. I just that just wouldn't have been a conversation I would have had with my girl. You know what I'm saying? Just like on this flight situation, I would not have checked my man if he, let's say he didn't deliberately put his junk in my wife's face, but if he was putting his stuff in the overhead bin, he had on biker shorts or gray sweatpants or whatever. I already know my wife; she would have moved on out the way, and that just would have been the end of that. I'm honestly, I'm telling you, I feel like that just would have been the end of that, and we went on. I didn't see the girl put her breasts all in her husband's face. We're gonna play the video again. And Didi Antoinette says, no, I don't think she should have been checked. No, she shouldn't have been checked. But let's play the video again. Let's play it again. Let's see. Her breast in the husband's face.
What?
Okay.
Oh, no, she did it. Yo.
Okay, let's stop right there. Didi said, I love them gray sweatpants. Okay, she did deliberately bend over. Okay, after looking at the video a little closer, she did put her breast. She leaned over a little further than. Let me take this down. So it looks like the wife. Didi said she loved them gray sweatpants. So it looks like the girl putting her stuff in the overhead bin. After I looked at the video a little closer, she did deliberately put her chest in his face. That adds a different element to the whole thing. And I agree, cuz she did seem to do it on purpose. Stacy said she did do that on purpose. I agree. Now that changes things. That does change things. Flip side, looking at the video from that perspective, if there had been a man, absolutely, I would have checked him for sure. Not unequivocally. Oh, he would have got checked, no doubt. And it would have been some. It would have been some. They would have been calling the airport police for sure. He would have got checked. Same thing. Yeah, you're right, cuz it absolutely changed it. I didn't see that initially. After watching the video again, you're absolutely right. She did lean into the husband and then put her bag on. So that absolutely changes things now. So that, looking at it from that perspective, it's a game changer for me. If it had been the shoe was on the other foot, for sure. Absolutely. So that definitely changes things. So there would have been a conversation had at that point, for sure. So that definitely changes things. So what are your thoughts? So what do you guys feel? Seeing that the woman looks like she deliberately made sure her breast she leaned over a little further than what she would have had to put her bag in the overhead bin. That definitely changes the whole dynamic. What are your thoughts now? How would you would have reacted now? Does the woman in the bathing suit need to get her ass checked, or do you leave it alone? I'm checking, and I can see my wife checking too, especially given she did it on purpose. She leaned over a little bit more into that. Let's see. Stacy says, this is the wife. The wife responded the way she did, but she was extreme in her response. Okay. Let's see. Antoinette, Didi. I'm calling you Didi. I can't call you Antoinette, sis. I'm sorry. She did. I didn't see that, but the lady still went too far. Okay, yeah, I agree. She did still go too far, but she should have been. So tell me, because I know y'all too. Y'all about them fists and cuffs. What would y'all have done? Didi and Stacy, tell me what would y'all have done in the wife situation? What would you have done? What would you have done? Me, I would have been like, bro, you know what I'm saying? What is you doing? Like, you need to, you got your shit all in my wife's face. What's up? So Didi and Stacy, I want you to tell me, y'all both agree that the wife went a little bit too far, but what would you have done if you was in the wife's place? What would you have done differently? I do feel like she kind of went a little bit far. What would you have done differently? Because I already know y'all quick to pop off. Y'all both got some tempers. I didn't see y'all in action. So tell me, what would y'all have done differently? Let's see. Didi said, I would have simply said, Miss Ma'am. Why she gotta be Miss Ma'am? I would have simply said, Miss Ma'am, back up. You doing too much. Why she gotta be Miss Ma'am, don't she? Stacy said she would have gotten checked and we would have gotten an apology. Okay. See, I know y'all too. Y'all talk about y'all know me. I know y'all too. This would have escalated. Cause Dee, the moment she would have gave you some feedback, I can see you standing up and you would have, how you say, you would have punched her in the throat. And Stacy, yeah, y'all too. Y'all reputation preceded y'all. Dee said, and Dee said, well, it's better than bitch. True, it is. It is. Miss Ma'am is better than bitch. All right. While y'all giving me your feedback on that, we're gonna do some more games from the card. I mean, from some more cards from the game. All right. So here we go. Oh man, y'all got me cracking up. I knew this was gonna be a good one. Okay, here we go. This is a cheap food. You can get them for like 10 cents. You can get a pack of 20 at the grocery store, and then you can add stuff to it, and it'll make a good cheap meal. They get these in the university all the time. We call them zoom zooms and wham whams. It's a very cheap food that you can get. You might when you get ready to go off to school, you might get this at the grocery store to make a meal. What is this called? Ramen noodles. Hey, all right, cuz. That's right, ramen noodles. All right, here we go. Here's another one. They were just doing this. Actually, all the big three are doing this right now. They all on strike. But what is it called? It's not called a strike. It's called when you're marching in the street. It's not boycott. It's a. I said the word. I'm sorry. I gave it away, y'all. I said the word. I said boycott. All right, so we're gonna do another one. All right, here we go. Oh man. So this is a favorite. No, it's not picking. It was boycott because I said the word. Okay. This is a food that is cooked around the holiday time, the holiday just before Christmas. And trying to think. We also use this word to describe a woman's behind. At least the brothers do. What's this? What is this food called? So it's the holiday just before Christmas. It's a staple. Nope, not ham, but it rhymes with ham. And you can, I'm trying to think, how do I describe it? It's a it grows on the ground. They're big. They real hard, and you have to cook them for a long period of time. They're sweet. I'm trying to think what else. So it's a food. It's sweet. It's cooked at the holiday just before Christmas. You can make all kind of different foods with it. Yams. Yep, that's right, cuz yams. Yams is the answer. Okay, here's the third one. All right. This is. Did anybody see? Oh God, what is the show with? It is a food. It's a food that is in the water. It's a food, so no, it is a food. It's in the water. It's like they call this like the roach of the sea. Black. That's right, cuz hashtag Black Card Kept. You can eat them cold or you can eat them hot. They can be in the shell or outside the shell? Shrimp. Look at you, cuz. I see you. You on fire tonight. You was ready. You got you some sleep, huh? All right, here's the next one. These guys, it's just one person, but this guy tells jokes on stage for a living. He had a Netflix special. He had disappeared for a few years. And he came back. And I want to say he had a Netflix special. He's a very famous jokester. He had his own show for a good long time before he left. Dave Chappelle, look at you, cuz. All right. You got all four of them, cuz. There you go. Black card kept. All right, Didi, where you at? And Terry, where everybody at? Y'all ain't showing up. Okay, so let's play the video again for anybody who may have just come on. Let's play the video again.
Oh, look at this.
Thank you.
What? Oh no, she did it. Y'all, look at this.
You eating some lima beans, Didi?
Ooh, she was all over her man.
Okay, so tell me, at what point do y'all feel like the wife went too far?
Snatched up.
Ooh.
What's the matter? I'm sitting here. I didn't do nothing. I'm sitting here trying to put a bag in.
I think you need this more than me, honey.
Excuse me?
I think you need that.
So was it here when she gave the girl the rap? Did she go too far at that point? At what point did you feel like the wife went too far? Okay, so she went too far when she gave the girl something to cover up. Didi says that was right there when she gave the girl something to cover up. Okay, let's play it a little further.
Who do you think you are?
I'm his wife, first of all.
Who do you
and the
think
way
you
you
are?
bent over and put your chest all in my man's face was not something I stand for.
Terry, give me
You
some
gotta
snacks
know
while you're
to
in
look
there.
at her. I don't need you coming around.
Didi said, yeah, nobody, you don't
If he's
touch
got
nobody.
enough to look at, then how come he's looking at?
Okay, so Didi, did she touch her or she just threw the blanket around her? That, or you still feel like that was a bit too much? The fact that the wife took the blanket and put it around the girl. You still feel like she went too far there? So what we're doing right now, Terry, is we're kind of breaking down the video. I think we all in agreement. It was too much conversation. Okay. Let's see. Terry said it was too much conversation. Didi says that was physical. Okay, agree. So I think we all on the same consensus, on the same page that the wife was a little, the girl in the bathing suit was a little purposeful with her bending over and kind of, she was doing a little bit too much when she put her bag in the overhead compartment. I think she did she put her breast in an old boy's face. That was a bit much. You don't have to do all that when you're putting your bag in the overhead bin. We've all been on a plane before. We know how that works. Even on a crowded plane, you don't have to do all that. I think that was a bit much. So Didi, you said she went too far. The wife went too far at the moment she took the cover and put it around the girl. That's where she went too far. Terry, you said it was too much conversation. You talking about at what point you felt like the conversation should have gotten cut off? All right, we're gonna play the video some more. We're gonna kind of break this down in stages. We got a little bit more time. We're gonna do another round of the games, then we're gonna close this thing out. But good conversation, everybody. I knew this would be a good one. It listed some really good conversation.
I didn't do nothing. I'm sitting here trying to put a bag in.
I think you need this more than me, honey.
Excuse me?
I think you need that
Who
more
do
than
you
me.
think you are?
I'm his wife, first of all.
Who do you
and the
think
way
you
you
are?
bent over and put your chest all in my man's face was not something I stand for.
That's
He
your
got
man's
enough
problem.
to look at her. I don't need you coming around trying to show my man.
See, now when the wife started unzipping her jacket, that to me showed her insecurity. Why are you now trying to compare your body to the girl's body? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you even have to go there? It was enough to say, hey, like I think like Dee Dee said earlier, listen, Miss Ma'am, you're doing too much. Like, bag up a little bit. You're doing a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you have to unzip your jacket to show off you got you on a little crop top to show off your body? That to me was a sign of insecurity right there. Like that was just completely unnecessary. I think that was a bit too much right there. I think that went a little further than what it should have. So let's go. We're gonna continue to play the video.
Nothing.
Oh, if he's got enough to look at, then how come he's looking at me compared to your own?
Because first of all,
and I felt like, first of all, the husband shouldn't have lied about not looking. Yeah, he looked. He had no other choice but to look. The girl was right in his face. Why lie and say you didn't look? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I look. Okay. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even been like, yeah, I look. Okay. Yeah, you looked. What's the big deal? She looked as well. The wife was looking as well. She looked at the girl. Then of course she watching her husband watch the girl. It didn't look like to me he was staring at the girl, but of course he had no other. I mean, what was he supposed to do? The girl was all in his face. Like that wasn't even a line of conversation that should have been had. But let's go ahead and finish playing the video.
You're not even dressed appropriate to even be on this flight.
I'm dressed perfectly
No,
fine.
you're not. No, that's what you call dressed perfectly fine?
Yeah, I wear
No,
bikinis all the time.
far from it. Far from
I
it.
was in Playboy.
You almost ought to be ashamed of yourself to
Oh,
even walk through
Almost
like
ought
that.
to be ashamed
Yes,
of
you
yourself.
should.
I mean, my
You
body
should.
makes me money, so I'm not ashamed with my paycheck.
That's all you got is body. I can see you ain't got no brains to go along with it.
Hey, babe, you're making a judgment call just because she's wearing what she's wearing.
Don't
You know
tell
who she
me.
is. I'm not
your
defending
head down,
her at
don't
all.
Now, for the husband, he should shut up right there. I wouldn't have said nothing, not a thing at that point. Like that was he shouldn't have said nothing. Like at the very least, I'd have been like, hey, try to pull my wife to the side. We took her to the back. Like she is looking for attention. Why give it to her? Don't worry about it. It's cool. Let's go. Let's get on to finish this flight. Order some drinks, and we gonna sit back and relax. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. I agree, dude. He should have just shut up. He should have just said, I think for me, if he was trying to de-escalate the situation, I'd have tried to pull my wife to the back. Like, come on, take her to the back and try to have a conversation with her. But I agree, he should have just shut up. But here's the thing. Let's just say they would have fought. Would the husband have been responsible or irresponsible had he not tried to intervene and try to de-escalate the situation? I felt like that's what he was trying to do, trying to de-escalate the situation. Dee Dee said he should have just shut up. Okay, let's finish playing the video.
I know you're not because you're going home with me, so you better keep that in mind.
Thank you, Daddy.
That's what you got to keep in mind, who you going home with.
Thank you, Daddy.
Turn around, little girl. Turn around.
Right, I agree he was wrong. Stacy said that part right there, the husband was wrong. But I just felt like he was trying to de-escalate the situation. I don't think he was trying to make sure that it didn't get escalated into anything like physical. I agree, he probably should have shut up, but I think he was just trying to de-escalate the situation. Now we all know this is, if you don't know, this is all fake, this is all staged, but we're just commenting on the video just for the content, taking it at face value, as if it wasn't fake. We just want to get people's feedback because yes, this is all fake. I could tell you right now that the girls addressing my wife already said the moment she would have addressed me, it would have been a problem. If the moment my wife already said the moment the woman would have addressed me directly, she would have had an issue. She would have been on there. It would have been some hands thrown. Let's see. Terry said, yeah, she should have tried to comfort his wife more. Yeah, he should have tried to comfort his wife more to calm her down. And that's kind of how I feel too, Terry. I think he was trying to comfort his wife and de-escalate the situation. Yeah. So what you laughing at, Dee Dee, about Stacy? What she said, what I said about Stacy? Yeah, she already told me. She watched the video as well. She also felt like you and Cuz do that. She felt like the wife went too far, but she said the moment the woman would have addressed me directly, it would have been a problem. Then it would have went to hands. You laughing at Didi said, "Yeah, I agree with Terry," and that's what I'm saying. I think, and I'm not trying to straddle the fence, but I think that's what the husband. Y'all was saying that y'all feel like he should have kept quiet, but I think he was trying to de-escalate this situation with his wife. Like, like, okay, like it's not a big deal. And Terry, you laugh. I mean, Didi, you laughing at me about Stacy. I know. she said unequivocally, if the moment the girl would have addressed me directly with that daddy shit or oh thank you or touch, she would have hit the roof. I remember one time we were I never told her about what she know about it now. I remember one time we was at this bar. He handled it wrong. Okay, Didi, how should he have handled it? What should he have done? But anyway, while you're telling me what you would have done, Didi, while you're saying how the husband should have handled it, I'm gonna tell this story. So one day we were at this bar. My family had gave this. We used to do these karaoke things at bars and stuff. So in the bar, my wife was facing one way, I was facing another. But while we were in the bar, this girl, this is a white girl, she rubbed her fingers through my hair because I think I had my hair twisted up. So, and she was like, "Oh my God, your hair." My wife wasn't paying attention. She might have been engaged in conversation with one of my cousins or whatever. And so I didn't tell her about what happened to years later because I knew had I told her that, she would have hit the roof. It would have been her and my cousins would have jumped on. They would have towed the place up, and then we were in Ferndale. We all would have been in jail. So I didn't even tell her about it. It was I let it go, and we just went on. And I didn't tell her about it 2 years later because, of course, she looking at me crazy now. Why you ain't tell me about that? Because I know what she would have done. And I was like, I wasn't trying to have her go to jail or me or none of my other female cousins because they would have towed the place up. I already know how they roll. Let's see. Didi said, "Yeah, the daddy might have gotten her ass." Right. Exactly. And I think the girl was but we all know this was fake. So she was instigating the thing. So this was for dramatization purposes, of course, clearly. Some of the stuff that was going on. Cause when she touched the girl's head, like bam, I think that would have set any sister off. It would have went down. Let alone when she touched the woman. So I'm gonna play a little bit more of the video as well.
Little girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What you are, a little girl. Only a little girl will walk around with something like that. And like I said, he got enough to look at. He don't need to look at nothing you.
Okay, so Didi, you said just like Terry said, he should have focused on his wife's feelings. Oh yeah, cuz you're right, Stacy. She already said she did think that the wife went overboard, but she said the moment the girl would have addressed me, that's when it would have been a problem. That's when she would have, yeah, you're right. She was, yeah, you already know your friend. You already know cuz. You already know your cuz, my wife, you already know. She would have threw some hands. So, but Didi, tell me what could he have done to console his wife to de-escalate that situation? I want to know that from all the women. If you were in that situation, what could your husband have done or your man could have done to de-escalate that situation to bring the temperature down? I want to know, what could he have done? What would have made you okay? Because I know y'all all gonna have different answers. What would have made you okay? I want to know what would have made you okay. And so, like I was saying, we were at a bar in Ferndale, and this was another example, kind of similar to this. This is how I just de-escalated the situation, or I didn't even get a situation escalated. We had a bar. My hair was kind of twisted up, and I don't know what, my wife wasn't paying attention. She must have been talking to one of my cousins, but then one of my other cousins in the bar because we was doing karaoke. My family used to do karaoke's, and we were in Ferndale at the time. So this white girl rubbed her fingers through my hair. She was like, "Oh my God," just out of nowhere. I'm like, "What the hell?" So I'm like, "Oh God," she was like, "Oh, your hair." Didn't tell my wife about it. What happened? Fast forward, she found out about it years later because I told her during a kind of a conversation around a bunch of people and just told her about it. She was like, "Well, where was I at? Why you didn't tell me?" I didn't tell her because I knew she would have threw hands. Her and my other cousins would have towed that place up and everybody would have been in jail. over nothing. Like it's good. Yes, the girl was wrong for touching my hair, granted, but why was it necessary for me to escalate that? That was my way of de-escalating that situation. That was my way of de-escalate that situation. But I want to know from all of the ladies, what would you have liked your man, your husband, to do to bring the temperature down at that moment? What would have made sense to you where you would have calmed yourself and sat down and then went on with the fight? Because what I cut it off. I didn't mean to, but when I was editing this video, because I was kind of in a rush to getting everything done today, it was my time got away from me. They end up getting off the plane. That I'm not getting off the plane. We didn't play this money for this flight. The only people would have got me off that plane was the fucking air marshals. You feel me? So I want to know what could the man have done to calm you down in that moment? What could he have done? That's what I want to know. All right, so let's play a couple more games and then we're gonna close this thing out, y'all. But I do want to know, what could your man or your husband have done to de-escalate this situation? All right, here we go. So this is something that needs to be done quite fast. It's a word. It's a verb. I want to say Morgan Freeman used it in one of the movies he was in. Robin says nothing. So Robin, did you see the video? I'm gonna let it play. I'll let it play again since you kind of came on here a little late. Okay. So this is a verb. It's something that moves rather. I'm trying not to say the words. It's a verb. Morgan Freeman used it. T.I. have used it. I didn't say it. I said the word. Okay, the word was expeditiously. I said one of the words on the outside. I wasn't supposed to say one of the words on the outside. All right, let's do another one. Oh, this is a down south favorite. It's not cream of wheat, but it's not fish. It's these two go together real good. They're real good. It's a food. It's a nice down south dish. What is it called? And you put butter on it. Garlic butter to be specific. What is this dish called? Yeah, but what is what's the meat that go with it? It is grits, but what's the meat that goes with it? Terry says it's really anything verbatim, but he gestured her to calm down and never made any comment about the lady. So there was really nothing a man could do to calm the woman down in that situation. Y'all all saying he shouldn't have said nothing or he should have catered to his wife's feelings, but really it sounds like everybody's saying there's nothing he could have done in that situation. Shrimp and grits. That's right, cuz. Shrimp and grits. Terry, come on now, get it together. All right, here's another one. This is a black clothing. It's a type of black clothing. You might see it down at the African World Fest. Or you might see it, you might even see black students wearing it around their neck. What is it called? When they want to show their pride for their Robin says, I saw enough. I got mad watching that little bit. What was you mad about? What is it called? I said the same thing too, cuz he should have called his wife to the bathroom. I think that's what I was saying. That's what I said earlier. I think I would have asked let's go to the bathroom. Like, come on, let's go to the bathroom. Okay, so what is this called? It is a you might see black students wearing it at graduation around their neck. It's a type of scarf, but what is it called? It's bright. It has different designs on it. It is a type of scarf. You're in the right realm. You're in the right area, cuz. But what is it called? No, not a lapel. It's black. It's not the color black, but it's showing your black pride. Cause I can't say the word. So kente, yeah, kente cloth. There you go, Terry. Actually, kente cloth. All right, here go card number 2. All right, so this is something. You mad at the Robin said she mad at the white chick. All right, this is something that we're gonna have to do in November. You got you got the man who look like he about to have a stroke, Biden, and then you got the orange idiot. But we all gonna have to go and do this in November. Is it November? What is it we gonna have to do? Yep, vote. Right, Terry, right. All right, here go card number 3. Y'all on the roll. This was a movie in the 90s. I'm trying to think. This was a movie in the 90s. It was real. They actually just remade the movie. It was all right. They brought all the original cast back. I'm trying to think what else. He had his face on his own money. What was the name of the movie? It had Arsenio Hall in it. He was one of the co-stars in the movie. What was the name of this movie? I'm starting the timer on y'all. What was the name of this movie? Coming to America. All right, Terry. All right, here go card number 4. All right. This is a staple at Thanksgiving or Christmas. Everybody's always talking about they can make it, but they can't make it. Everybody's saying how they auntie always make the best. What is this food called? It's made at every holiday, especially Thanksgiving or Christmas. No, everybody always swear their auntie or their mama make the best. Oh, it's a little slight delay, cuz. Sorry about that. What is this food called? Nope, not stuffing. What's another one? You need the government. We used to get it from the government. The big block. Macaroni and cheese. Yes. All right. All right, y'all. So this was really good discussion. I'm glad that I chose this topic. Y'all had some very insightful. And I think the biggest takeaway from this was dressing macaroni and cheese. Yep. It was macaroni. It was actually just macaroni. So let me show y'all a little bit about how this game is played. It's called Out of Bounds. Don't order it. It's a really good game. Don't order it. I'm trying to work with the creators because these are all games inspired by Black artists. I'm trying to get some promotional codes to give you guys discounts. This is a really good game to play over the holiday. But it's called Out of Bounds. So I'm gonna kind of show y'all. Can't see it probably because it's not. Yeah. So. All right. But anyway, there's words on the outside that I can't say. So I can't say these words on the outside, but I'm trying to give you clue to the word that's in the middle. It's called Out of Bounds. But so if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I want you to go ahead and do that now. We do this live every Thursday at 8:30. It's called Let's Argue. But it's on my channel, Black Marriage Chronicles. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go to there right now for me. All one word, Black Marriage Chronicles. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and you'll see more shows just like this live where we talk about it. And you can still leave comments, give your thoughts or your comments in the leave your comments in the down below, and I try to read them all as often as I can. If you have a suggestion of something you want to talk about in the future, leave that right down in the comments, hashtag and whatever that topic is, and we'll talk about it next Thursday at 8:30 live. Again, I appreciate everybody coming on. This is a really good conversation. I'm going to let the rest of the video play. And if you guys want to leave some comments, go ahead.
Putting that all in his face.
I hope I'm not this bitter when you're age.
I hope.
Before I finish letting the video play, I want to say this. This was really good because this is how you look at something. And then we had to watch it a second and third time and see. Because I was like, I still believe that the wife was acting a little bit insecure, but it did lend a different element to it when we all saw the video. The woman who in the bathing suit was doing a little bit, as my sister Dee said, she was doing too much because she leaned over into the man, which she didn't have to do in order to put her bag in the overhead bin. She was doing a little bit much. So I do agree there, and I didn't see that part initially. So I had to watch a couple times out. Shout out to Stacy who noticed that. She purposely leaned into, which she didn't have to do. It wasn't like she bent down to do it, but it was, once you watch, it was a little obvious that she kind of leaned her breast into the husband, and which was, she was doing a little bit too much. Like my sister Dee says, Miss Ma'am, you doing too much. So I do agree there. After watching it a third time, I saw that, and that's where now my perspective on it changed. Now, had somebody asked me that same question before, like, "Oh, you will be okay with a man doing that to your wife?" Hell no. Especially if he did it the way she just did it, we would have had a problem for sure. We would have definitely had a problem. But I do feel like the wife was she did do a little bit too much as far as throwing the blanket over the girl and all that other stuff. I mean, hey, Cuz said she would have got an apology out of the girl. I don't know how you would have got an apology, Cuz, unless you would have beat it out of her. But hey, who knows? But yeah, so that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out here. I appreciate everybody's coming on, and I'm gonna let the video play. We'll let it play, and then
That you right. Because guess what? I am very confident what I got, and evidently you're not, because that's why you dress like that. If you were
confident, then you wouldn't be so disgusted with your man looking at me.
I'm disgusted on what kind of woman you are.
Can I defend myself? I wasn't looking.
You don't need to defend nothing, because that's what my job is. It's to defend both of us. No, I'm your wife.
But I'm just saying.
I'm your wife. You keep that in mind.
You seem like you're being very abusive towards your husband.
No, I ain't being abusive.
I would be looking at
No, I'm not being abusive. I'm gonna be abusive against you in a minute.
Oh no!
Because you had no business sitting here hovering over my husband. You ain't never been married, have you? You ain't never took no vows, have you? You ain't never did none of that. Because you ain't gonna get too far to even make it to that point, baby girl.
I'm only 23.
And you're acting 19. You over 21, you should know better to be dressed like that. Coming on a plane.
No rules against being dressed.
No, you just wanted some attention. You wanted some attention. And guess what? I ain't even got to dress like that.
And I guess my point is, why give her the attention? If you know that's what she wants, why give her the attention?
You still gonna notice a body on me. Know that. A body is still gonna be noticed on me.
Okay.
In all black.
Still looking.
In all black.
You're so secure.
Don't let her get you upset.
No, you don't make me get upset. That's what you don't do.
Don't get me
You
about.
don't do.
I didn't do anything.
You did. You was looking.
I was sitting there and she put her fingers there and everything was in my face.
Exactly. And you was looking, right?
I wasn't looking. I had no choice.
Show me some respect. That's what you do. You got enough to look at home.
I know.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah, I know. Well, then act like it. She old enough to be our daughter, and you sit here even looking.
It ain't worth getting upset about.
It ain't worth getting upset, but it's worth getting addressed. She need to get dressed.
But she's like, man.
Guess what? A long flight. And guess what? I don't even need that. So you can take this, and you can. Yeah, you are sitting there. Okay.
I don't have to cover up because this is a free country.
Babe, she can get you on assault. Just sit down.
This is assault. Yeah, this is abuse.
It's like assault.
I'm touching that cover. Maybe she cover up.
Is it a free cover?
We don't have. What?
No, it's not a free cover. It's for her to cover up. Don't you see what's sitting next to you?
All right, now you want to
find
find
what's next to you.
Listen,
Yeah, man, your
when you look
business.
this good, you don't have to cover up.
Sit down. Sit down. You want some attention?
That's
I
the
don't
part
have
that
to
cracked
listen to
me
you,
up.
okay? I
Girl.
don't have to.
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't touch me.
Oh no!
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
No, exactly.
Oh
Do
no!
not touch me.
Oh no!
Do not touch me.
right.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Do you know who I am?
Wait,
Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I give these out. I give these out for lunch,
Your wife is
dinner.
having a cow because you're looking at
Don't
me.
touch my husband.
Oh my
Don't
God.
touch my husband.
Chill,
Don't touch my husband.
chill.
Don't touch my
It's not that
husband.
serious.
No, what's serious is her touching my husband. Definitely serious.
That's your husband's fault, not yours.
Girl,
Chill.
I'm gonna knock you out on here.
Okay. No,
We
that's
ain't
not
go
what.
to jail. We will never make it to where we going that destination.
Hey,
You
I don't
better
even know
get
what to
that
do.
bond money ready.
It's getting wild
Get
in
that
here.
bond money
Hey,
ready.
hey.
Hey,
Oh my God.
excuse me?
I think it's best everybody.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Okay.
I don't think you ever got slapped before.
Okay.
Oh, whooping. You ain't get a whooping
Maybe
as
you
a
should
kid.
have never let yourself go, and your husband
Ain't
wouldn't
nothing
let you.
whoa. Hey, I don't think you understand. Ain't nothing about me let go, baby.
Enough
So,
now.
I just keep it covered up like a lady, very classy. But everything you got, I'm working with too. Don't get it twisted. Matter of fact, what we gonna do,
Please.
we not.
Oh man, so they end up getting off the plane. All right, y'all, so that's it. Appreciate everybody's participation. And today, again, don't forget we do this every Thursday at 8:30. It's called Let's Argue, where we talk about different topics that elicit feedback, have some fun. We play games that are inspired by Black artists. So yeah, until next time, I'll leave you guys in peace. Thank you again for your participation. Again, if you haven't, if you want to see other videos like this, go to my YouTube page, Black Marriage Chronicles, all one word, Black Marriage Chronicles, and then you'll be able to see videos like this live. And you can also tune in from YouTube as well. So you don't always have to tune in from Facebook. I appreciate it. And with that, I will leave you in peace.